What's up, you guys? So in the last video, how to tell if your website is optimized, I forgot to mention a couple important things that I wanted you guys to know. So let's go. So one thing that I forgot to mention in the last video is to make sure that your website is mobile friendly. So mobile friendly is when you go on your phone and the website adapts to your phone or any device that is mobile, like a iPad or a notebook, one of those little notebooks or anything like that. So it adapts to that device that it's on. So one easy way to tell is just pull up your phone and pull up your website. Does it respond to the device that you're on, or does it still look like the desktop where you have to scroll in? Another thing you can do is when you bring up your website on your desktop is minimize the screen. So when you minimize the screen, does it adapt to the browser, the window? So when you minimize it, shrink it down and see what the website does. Is it moving and adapting to that window or changing to that window? If it does, then that means your site is optimized and is possibly mobile friendly. For in website development, we call it a responsive website. This is another way to see if your site is mobile friendly. So if your site isn't adapting to the device you're using, then you probably want to get your website updated so it is mobile friendly. It's important to have your site mobile friendly, for not just for Google, but for when someone is trying to look up your website on their phone, they have a good experience. So make sure your site is mobile friendly. The second thing I forgot to mention in the last video is how fast your website is loading. So if it takes a long time for your website to load, then that will be a problem, not only in Google's eyes, but when a customer is on your website. Nowadays, if we don't get things instantly, the person on your site is most likely to leave. And you yourself, when you go on a website and it takes a long time to load, do you stay on that site or do you leave? So the same thing. You want to make sure your website loads quickly and they get that information that they're looking for right away. One way you could test this is in Google Page Insight. It shows how fast your website is loading, not just on your desktop, but also on mobile, and it'll give you a score. If you get a low score, then send that over to your developer and let them know that you need to increase the speed, or contact your hosting company and see what they could do to help you increase the speed of your website. I'll post a link in the description box below. Another thing you can do is those tools I mentioned in the previous video, like Ubersuggest, SEMrush, or Moz. Sometimes those reports, they tell you how fast your website is loading on the desktop or on mobile. So they'll also give you a score. Take a look at those as well. If you already ran those reports, they might have that your mobile or website page speed score. Or just go into Google and just type in how fast is my website loading, and then you have all these other tools as well. Sometimes it's good to check multiple reports just to get an average, and you get a better idea of how your website is loading. So those are the two important things that I missed in the last video. I hope this one helps you. So if you guys have any questions, always feel free to leave a comment below or message us on Facebook or Instagram, or go to our website and send us an email if you want to learn more about our services. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you.